Hello, this is Greg Allison with Green Griggs coming to you from my homestead here in northeast Arizona. And I'm going to give you a bit of a homestead update with what I'm doing, where I'm at on things, so you can get an idea for about homesteading. And here we go. I just got this tiller. I got it for a really good bargain price, bought it used off of a marketplace. It was running really great, and I'm going to try it out shortly. What I have done is I have disked and I have tilled this garden plot here because this ground was hard as rock. I'll show you in a little bit, and so there was no way I could have done anything without really breaking this ground up. I bought this horse manure here, had it delivered, and I think I got issues with it. I asked the people if it had Grazon in it, and so, well, I don't think so. I think it does. Grazon will kill your garden plants. It's herbicide that's used in fields these days, pastures, to keep weeds down. It will probably also be very bad for your horses and livestock, as it's probably just like glyphosate. It's probably bad for the gut bacteria. And I got some company here today. Meet my cats, Rat Force 1 and Rat Force 2. There's Freddy Cat and Smokey here. They're expecting some petting. And I have some other manure over there. And I'm gonna go, right after I do this video, and get a load of dirt, and I'm gonna get that dirt so that I can have some brown dirt. I got a guy who's got brown dirt actually out here, which is kind of rare, and I'm gonna get a load of that put in my garden, and hopefully I can get something planted tonight or in the morning, probably tomorrow. So just to give you an idea around here, I did do some planting here, tried to samples of what that manure is. I planted in these pots with the horse manure, and I planted radish seeds in these pots like 3 or 4 weeks ago. Several different, filling it up with seeds and nothing germinating. And so it really has me skeptical. Now I put bean seeds in there, more radish seeds, just over and over and over, and I've had a lot of bad luck. Finally, stuff has started to germinate. Nothing's really growing. I've grown lots of radish through the years, lots and lots and lots of radish. Now, this is just plain soil. This is actually doing better than the stuff that's got the manure added. This soil, I just set it up, hadn't been planting in it, and it's germinated pretty fast. It's growing faster than anything with the manure in it. What's that tell me? This manure's got Grazon in it. Probably no stuff. Now, on the other side, now anything planted in regular, the seeds, I've grown microgreens, and I've told you guys some long back, microgreens will grow for about a week or two just off the nutrients in the seed alone. That's why you can plant them on mats and don't have to have any soil or nutrition, just water. And I've grown lots of microgreens that way. You've seen them, they've grown up really nice and thick and pretty, and I've sold them and done well with that. So they can be, having a nutrient requirement in the soil is not required to get them started. But having herbicides, maybe what's been wiping this stuff out. No, this is doing better. Just a plain regular soil here. I think all that manure bad. This is the cow manure I bought. Cow manure, horse manure. Ain't none of it doing too spectacular. My cat is. But anyway, so that gives you an idea of Grazon, but I should have done this video on Grazon alone. That's a topic in and of itself. But, so that's kind of scary that you just can't grow crap in the crap. Even when they tell you. Now the lady I got the cow manure from showed me a counter full of vegetables. She says, I grow all this in mine. Well, I don't know. I really got to question that now, given that the success I've had in sprouting seeds. And don't criticize me about sprouting seeds, because I have been a seed sprouter for nearly 20 years. I have grown radishes outdoors, lots of them, planting them twice a year, plus grown lots of radishes in microgreen trays. Done that for years. I've shown lots of videos. I know how to do that. And what I know is I ain't never seen nothing perform so poorly as the stuff I planted in that manure, which is just practically poison in my humble opinion. This is the cow manure. It's supposed to have been so great. Might be a good cat bed. I think that's what it's good for, being a cat bed. So anyway, this ground, I finally got it broke up. It's full of rocks. Probably need to get some of these rocks out of here. Give you an idea, this ground was hard as a rock itself. And I really had to break it, and I need to pulverize it a little bit. I hope that little tiller does. This is what it all looked like. This right here. Hard. I mean, rock hard. It was really hard to break up. I don't have it broke deep. That's what worries me. But I did the best I could. I used a plow with my tractor, and then I used a disc harrow. I'll take you down there and show what I used in a little bit. So, give you some other ideas. This place is still, I don't have enough storage room for everything out here. So I still got some totes outside. My bus is full of totes. I bought a shipping container and got it full of totes. And I got stuff just piled outside because I just don't have any place to put it all yet. Don't have money to finish my sheds. This solar array project is taking a lion's share of my money. I think the solar panel support structure cost me more than everything else put together. I still got a little still left over. So we are mounting the solar panels on here now. It's just a matter of days, hopefully, before we can finally get it all hooked up. We're not hooking it up yet, because I don't need a lot of voltage on these lines until we're ready to actually hook it up. I'll show how that's to be done. This is a really big structure. It's a really big cell. You got some really strong winds around here, so it's built strong to be able to hold this giant cell up against all the winds. The top might need a little more support, but I'm running out of time, money, and patience. So I just want to get it running. I think I misfigured it first. I had it to come in out to here. I don't need to come out here, although I probably will come out here later, and I'll probably have me a building right here. I can make me a big storage building here and some storage area underneath here. You can see I got a lot of room under here. Lots of room, and that's actually pretty tight. You know, so I can get a little water might, but I could probably put something underneath it to collect the water. That's pretty darn tight. Just look at, that's my storage building there. One of them was a Starlink on top. House, a lot of junk around here right now. Still have a lot of junk. That's my concrete mixer from Alabama. Bought it there a long time ago. These vehicles you see all came from Alabama. And give you a look at the front of it. This is a, whoops, I'm trying to put some of them. That's what they call a shaman stone. Kind of a rounded, ironish looking stone. Here's a front view. This will be a 9 kW panel system. Each one of those panels individually, small sections are 250 watts. I plan to do videos on how to do solar. I designed this system myself many months ago now. I've got all the components to finish it, I think. And I might come up, maybe I might be short on screws to mount some of the hardware inside. That's going to be a battery building, and that's what I bought that flat storage facility for. Oh yeah, so I'm going to show you a couple other things. Look, we might finally get a little rain somewhere. Somebody's getting rain. It's been really dry out here. I understand the East Coast is nothing but rain. For those that don't know, I'll probably use this as a parking garage area here, something like that. Hope to build a rabbit hutch back over here in good time. See a lot of tires in here when I bought my truck. I don't know why I had last tires I put on my truck. I had to buy 4. They wouldn't send me just the one I needed, or 2. So one of the new tires is laying there. I had one of the other tires taken off, put there. This is going to be the rabbit hutch. I might do chickens out here too. Worm beds. I got to get water running here. I got water run to the garden. I'm going to have to get it extended out here, on out to where my greenhouse will be. That'll be one of my next projects. These are old sled bed worm beds, what I got left of them. I used to have 40 something of these. Sold them to family and friends. I got 10 left. Got some blue barrels I can use for water storage. In addition, my other water storage bins, that's the trailer I used to grow microgreens in. Right now it's an equipment storage trailer. It may become an adjunct living room for me in the future. I do see some people selling microgreens right here now. They just started. Which means I may have missed the market. Somebody may have beat me to it. Or maybe I'll find a market for it. Let's find some interesting rocks to pick up around here. thought maybe that was pottery, but it's not. There's a lot of interesting rocks around here. Over here I'm planning to put my worm farm building. Yeah, I'm gonna do a building for a worm farm. You can see where I drove my disc through there. That's my 2-ton truck, which I used to haul those worm beds all the way from Alabama on this truck. Yeah, it made it. And here's some of the garden stuff and other supplies, building supplies and things I got out here. Remnants, some old worm beds I tore apart to do some rebuilding. It takes time to get all the round to it. A bush hog, my tractor. I just used that disc on the tractor. You can see back there the trail I just left with it. And there's another disc harrow, some shelves. I got one of these little Sears tractors here. And for it, I've got a smaller disc harrow and a smaller plow. But that's the plow I was using in the garden. Too bad I didn't have a 2-shovel plow. It probably took a stronger tractor to pull it though. This is a plow I used in the garden. Eventually I plan to put a greenhouse here. And I'm planning to put, wind blows everything in here. I got things I was trying to store and the wind's just blowing stuff, and some people that was supposedly working helped me haul stuff out here through garbage in there where they were at. And they had a bag of garbage that's been apparently ripped open. The wind's blowing that stuff. I gotta take all that stuff to the dump. It's been too windy most of the days and too dry. I've been scared of burning garbage here. I did a little bit. All right, I'm gonna put rows out here of I don't know, I might extend this greenhouse further out this way. That's a possibility. If I do, I'm going to take that out. I'm going to have to take out that juniper there. You've seen me back here. These are the washes. You've seen me walking around in some other videos. Look at these rocks, guys. Some pretty rocks down here. All kind of funny looking stuff. Rocks of every color you can imagine down in here. Haven't found any gemstones. Maybe some near gems. Little bitty pieces of petrified wood. Alright. Let's see how I can. The disc is a disc I can't pick up with a 3-point hitch. I don't have one of those kinds. It's just a draw behind. So I had to find me a pathway to drive to my garden and back. This is where I plan to build the worm beds. Not worm beds, the worm building. I'll do my worm processing. I don't plan to go as big as I did in Alabama, because I ain't gonna hire nobody. This will be another area for me to put some windrows. I think I can grow worms here in windrows, unlike Alabama, because there's no moles out here to eat my worms. And there's no robins. No robins, no moles. I don't know where to get out. Robins might migrate to 1,500 miles to get here though, right? Hey, we know the spot. We got the word. The ravens told the crows, and the crows told us. You know, ravens are smart. Crows are smart. Robins, not so smart. But smart enough to eat a worm. Anyway, kind of what I'm looking at, guys. So, once again, back to the garden. We'll stop this video where we start. I'll show you my little water spigot. And then that'll be video, as I like to call it. Now, if anybody knows where I got that word video, you tell me in here. What do we got here? We got a lot of sharp rocks. You don't want to step on around here. That's a hard rock because it broke the way it broke. I don't think it's flint. There's a lot of flint around here. A lot of flint. It's pretty amazing. So, yeah, this place is still embryonic. It's a construction zone. It ain't pretty right now. Also got some construction supplies and things laying around everywhere. All right, I got my valve down in this box here. And here's a spigot. Right now it's turned off because I got the valve back up toward the house to turn this thing on. And I got some hose on those barrels out there I'm gonna haul out today. I plan to start watering some of this stuff down and try and do a little planting out here today. By tomorrow at the least. Expect to have a good chance of rain come Monday. Might get some tomorrow, today even. But from the looks of it, there's some clouds back that way. I don't know if they're coming this way or not. The chances of rain weren't listed as that high, but who knows. Anyway, that's what I got. Just wanted to share that with everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel, bang the bell, and click all. Greg out. Okay.